Hey everyone, so we have the IONIQ 5 driver assistance drive in this video. I think the level 2 ADAS features of the IONIQ 5 is vastly similar across the Hyundai lineup. So the last time around we did Hyundai Avante, and I think most of the performance are roughly the same. Not much changes. They both come up quite similar. So if you are interested in the driver assist features, then I think this video should give you a quick outline of what it does and what it doesn't do. So the main few features advertised for the driver assist systems are blind spot warnings, lane keep assist. So if you steer towards the extremities of a lane, the vehicle will steer you back. This is regardless whether or not you have lane keep assist on. By default, it is turned on. So if you start to drive nearer towards the lines or the corners of the lane, the car would try to guide you back towards the center of the lane. Now, when you're on a highway and you enable lane keep assist and cruise control together, then the vehicle will auto steer according to the lane lines. When the turn gets a bit, when the corner gets maybe more than 20 degrees, then the vehicle is not as capable to handle the turns. I think maybe anything up to 30 degrees is fine, and anything more you have to take over. One more thing is there's also a button on the steering wheel for following distance. Yes, so there's also following distance where you can control for the driver assist system. Of course, all the auto e-brakes, those features are all in the full set of part of the software suite that you get with your IONIQ 5. With that, just enjoy the video. There are some points where I've certain areas during the drive where some things happen. I try to narrate them for you so that you know how and why it happens, or what happens in fact. Most of this video is fast forwarded at 2x. Only at the problem areas do I put the video back at normal speed, so just take note. So we have an exit coming up, and I want to just show you what happens when the lane keep assist lose the lane lines. So the video, of course, here is fast forwarded to X. It's not that the car slowed down, it's just that the clip is back to original speed. So just up front, before the bend, all right, the vehicle starts to lose confidence of the road and it starts swerving towards the right. And there was no audio feedback during this, whatever that happened during this period. So these are things where I feel Hyundai needs to work on it, right? When the vehicle loses confidence of steering functionality, or it loses sight of the lane lines, you should beep the driver that, hey, I have not much confidence with the road ahead. Please just be more aware, because it's a link. It's a driver assist, right? So when I'm using this software, I expect the vehicle to be able to navigate the lanes. So I think this is a crucial feedback for Hyundai. Please have some audio feedback when if the vehicle is not confident of the road up front, then please at least ping the driver. I think this is very important for driver assist features. So over here, you have a black vehicle, black vehicle that's about to cut into our lane. There was no feedback or warning from the Hyundai IONIQ. So this one I took over just to navigate what happened. And I'm just going to keep going, right? Because in the next one, I'm going to do a lane change. Again, so what happens with the Hyundai is when you do a lane change, driver assist remains on, okay? When I say remains on, I mean it disconnects, okay? It turns off when you are doing a lane change, and then once it's back in its lane, it comes back on by itself. The driver doesn't have to turn it back on. So as a driver, right, I did not know when it went off and when it comes back on. I feel this is something where, again, Hyundai has to work on it, right? If there is a driver assist, if it goes off, it has to stay off. Like if it's on, it's on. If it's off, it's off. Don't have it come back on by itself when it has lost sight of the lane lines, and this it happens very frequently. So I do not know when the vehicle is in its level 2 driver assist mode. This is something Hyundai needs to work on, and I feel it's more of an afterthought, right? Because this set of features is not something that is heavily advertised. In fact, Hyundai says these are these are safety features. In fact, it's not so much of they're not advertising this as a like full self-driving or Tesla, or when they say autopilot. So Hyundai doesn't advertise it this way, but I feel if they're going to look at it, these are some changes that they can make. So over here, when the turn becomes a bit more, the gradient becomes a bit more steep, right? Or you need to turn a bit more. You can see the vehicle starting to swerve within its lane from the left to the right. If a vehicle has a very high confidence level of taking this turn, it will be dead center in the turn. It will not be swerving between the lane lines. Yeah, those are signs of vehicle lane assist, lane keep assist capability. Then over here, you see the Hyundai does not detect the two that the lanes have now merged, and it did not go to the center of the lane. It's stuck to the right of it. Again, I took over. So small issues like this. Yes, that was a small road. Level 2 it's not meant for such thing. Level 2 is pretty much meant for the highway, so I think that's fine, nothing to fault over there. Just for you to know that if you're gonna try the driver assist features of a Hyundai, please pay a lot of attention to the drive, because the vehicle is, you really are still driving the vehicle. You are in full control of the vehicle, and I would argue that this level 2 is not the same as Tesla's level 2. It's nowhere near. Yeah. In summary, I think the IONIQ 5 driver assist or any of the safety features works. They work as advertised. It's great to have. If you move to the corners of the lane, they steer you back. It can drive, it can do lane keeps as it is intended to be. I think the one feedback that I have for any Hyundai drivers, or even if for Hyundai yourself, if you're listening to this, please do have the audio feedback. The audio feedback is quite important. If lane keep assist features are not available while the driver was using it, then you have to ping the driver that lane keep assist isn't available. It shouldn't just disappear. All right, thanks guys.